Emma Carter was a kind-hearted woman in her late 20s. She lived in a small, one-bedroom apartment in the heart of the city. Life hadn't been easy for her, working two jobs just to make ends meet, but she always believed in helping others, no matter how little she had. Emma wasn't rich, not even close, but she had something money couldn't buy: compassion. It was late December, and the city was gripped by a bitter cold. Emma was walking home from her evening shift at the diner. Snow crunched under her worn boots, and her breath formed small clouds in the icy air. She clutched her thin jacket tighter around her, wishing she could afford something warmer. As she rounded the corner near her apartment, she noticed a man sitting on the sidewalk, leaning against a brick wall. His face was pale, his clothes were tattered, and he was visibly shivering. A cardboard sign lay next to him with shaky handwriting: "Homeless, hungry, please help." Emma stopped in her tracks. Her heart ached for the man. She had seen him there before, but tonight he looked worse than ever. For a moment, she hesitated. She only had $20 left in her wallet. That money was supposed to last her until her next paycheck. But as she looked into his tired, sunken eyes, she made up her mind. "Sir," she said softly, crouching down to his level, "are you okay? Have you eaten anything today?" The man, whose name was Daniel, shook his head weakly. "No, not in a while. Just trying to stay warm." Emma felt a lump in her throat. Without another thought, she reached into her bag, pulled out her wallet, and handed him the $20 bill. "Take this," she said. "Get something to eat and maybe a warm drink." Daniel's hands trembled as he took the money. "Are you sure? You don't have to." "I'm sure," Emma replied firmly. "You need it more than I do." Tears welled up in Daniel's eyes. "Thank you. God bless you." Emma gave him a small smile and stood up. "Take care of yourself, okay?" That night, Emma went to bed feeling a mix of emotions. She was glad she had helped someone in need, but at the same time, she worried about how she'd make it through the rest of the week. She told herself it would all work out somehow. It always did. The next morning, Emma woke up to the sound of her doorbell ringing. She glanced at the clock. 6:30 a.m. Who could possibly be at her door this early? Rubbing the sleep from her eyes, she shuffled to the door and opened it. There was no one there, but an envelope lay on her doormat. Frowning, she picked it up. It was plain white, with her name written neatly on the front. She opened it and pulled out a handwritten letter. "Dear Emma, you don't know me, but I know you. My name is Daniel. Last night, you gave me your last $20 when I had nothing. What you didn't know is that I wasn't just a homeless man on the street. I am the owner of a company called Harper Industries. I had been living undercover for the past week as part of a project to understand homelessness and how my company can help those in need. Your kindness moved me to tears. You didn't hesitate to give, even when you had so little yourself. People like you are rare in this world, and I wanted to thank you in a meaningful way." Attached to this letter is a check for $50,000. It's not a handout. It's a reward for your selflessness. Use it to better your life, follow your dreams, or help others, whatever you feel is right. Thank you for reminding me of the goodness in humanity. You are an inspiration. Sincerely, Daniel Harper. Emma stared at the letter in disbelief. Her hands shook as she unfolded the second piece of paper in the envelope, a check for $50,000. Her mind raced. Was this some kind of joke? But as she looked at the letter again, she realized it wasn't. Tears streamed down her face as she sat down on the couch, clutching the letter to her chest. She couldn't believe it. The man she had helped, the man who seemed to have nothing, was actually a wealthy businessman. For the next few days, Emma felt like she was living in a dream. She used the money to pay off her debts, buy a warm coat, and even help a few struggling families in her neighborhood. But she didn't stop there. She started volunteering at a local shelter, inspired by Daniel's story and her own experience. A week later, Emma received another letter. This time, it was an invitation to meet Daniel in person at Harper Industries headquarters. Nervous but excited, she went. When she arrived, Daniel greeted her warmly. He looked completely different, clean-shaven, well-dressed, and confident, but his eyes were the same, filled with gratitude and kindness. "Emma," he said, shaking her hand, "you changed my life as much as I changed yours. Thank you for reminding me why I started this company in the first place." They talked for hours, sharing their stories and dreams. By the end of the meeting, Daniel offered Emma a job at his company, overseeing a new initiative to support homeless communities. She accepted, knowing it was her chance to make an even bigger difference. Emma's life was never the same after that cold December night. She went from struggling to make ends meet to living a life filled with purpose and generosity. But through it all, she never forgot the lesson she learned. Even the smallest act of kindness can change someone's life, and sometimes it changes your own. And Daniel, he continued his mission, with Emma by his side, proving that a single act of selflessness can create ripples of change far greater than anyone could imagine.
And that's the story, guys. I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as I did in creating it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new adventure. And if you really loved it, share this story with your friends and family. Let's spread the word together. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep exploring. Hope to see you soon. Bye.